All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus Show. I am Lupagus with your Vikings free agency day 3 recap. Obviously, the huge news: Minnesota Vikings making a splash, bringing in all-time great cornerback Patrick Peterson, a one-year deal, $10 million. We already talked about this, so I'm not gonna get too involved in that. Other than it's been a couple hours now, and I'm still feeling very, very good about the move. Yes, you can argue his skills that maybe aren't what they used to be. A lot of talk, he's getting some penalties, giving up some plays he usually doesn't give up. But having that veteran presence back there for our young corners is huge. And the fact that now, you may look at playing him at some safety as well gives you a little bit of some versatility there. Cornerback / safety, different packages he can move around. So Patrick Peterson in purple in different packages. Say that 5 times fast, and then drop a hashtag sauce after it and try to win that beautiful print. That we are getting closer. We're almost there. That 2,500 mark. Give away the beautiful sauce print. Other news: Vikings re-signed Chad Beebe, 1-year deal, less than even $1 million. I believe it was like $920,000. For that cost, why not? He can be your 4th receiver. Give you some emergency punt returner options. So I think we all knew this was coming, and there was mutual interest from both parties here. So this was no surprise that BB is back. The other 2 restricted free agents who the Vikings did not tender are both found new teams today. Mike Boone goes to Denver with George Patton there. Not a surprise that he'd bring back a former Viking. And actually, this is a pretty damn good fit for Mike Boone. Denver's got a good offensive line. They love running the football. Melvin Gordon does tend to get hurt often, so I think Mike Boone's going to see some carries. If they bring back Philip Lindsay, that would be the one thing that would cut into his workload. But I think Mike Boone could have himself a decent little season in Denver. So I'm happy for him. I've always been a Mike Boone fan, Mike Boone guy. This guy deserves an opportunity to not be that number 3 option, to be a number 2, and maybe he'll get a chance to start some games for Denver if Gordon goes down for a stretch of time. Fidio Denebo, this one kind of surprised me. I didn't know if this guy would get picked up or not, or kind of sit around for a while, but he was signed by the Giants today. I believe that was also a 1-year deal. Denebo, I had high hopes for him going into the season. I thought he really was going to be able to be a starter. He proved that he's not really a starter material. I think this guy's best role is going to be as a situational pass rusher coming in off the bench, in passing downs and just giving, maybe the starter a breather here and there. So Giants fans, I don't know. I can't really endorse him because I loved him the 7-sack season last year. I thought he was a major disappointment. So I don't really know what to think of Denebo. For what they probably gave him, it's probably a good move. Why not for the Giants? So the Vikings, they made the big splash at cornerback. They brought in the Delvin Tomlinson move the other day. So they made 2 big signings, brought back 2 guys in Rashad Hill, Chad Beebe, and then signed Nick Vigil as well. They still got to do something at the safety position. I think they probably got themselves out of the Anthony Harris market with the deal they gave to Patrick Peterson. So perhaps Keanu O'Neal is still on the table. I'm not sure what kind of deal he's going to get, but I think it'll be less than what Anthony Harris would be looking for. He's the most likely. If the Vikings do bring in a safety, Neal would probably be the guy at this point. I still think the draft is where I would go. I wouldn't worry about a free agent safety. I don't think you really have to have that. I would be fine with Harrison Smith and a rookie. You still need a guard, though. I do not want to go in the draft with our guard situation the way it is right now. So whether that's Trey Turner, Mike Schofield, Forrest Lamp, somebody like that, you got to bring in somebody, some kind of guy with some veteran experience, and then address it to the draft. Hopefully not at 14, but hopefully down the road and maybe the round 3 area, with a Ben Cleveland, a Quinn Minor, somebody like that. But I think you got to get veteran. So the Vikings do need to free up some space, and I'm feeling sounds like that restructure is close to happening. Maybe they can work out something with Harrison Smith and maybe do an extension for Daniel Hunter, where they're able to free up some cap room in that restructure. So front office still has some work to do as far as making these contracts work and freeing up some more space so the Vikings can fill their needs. But really, you got to love what they've done so far. Shoring up, bringing that veteran presence at the cornerback position is huge. It's going to help those young corners out so much. And then Delvin Tomlinson, him and Michael Pierce, what a wall, just a purple. Geez, we're still really struggling. I don't know. I was going to say something about plaster. That's not very strong. We'll think of it. We'll think of it. But yeah, so the Vikings making good moves. The defense is going to look way better in 2021. Really, just leaps and bounds. Very excited to see how this thing all shakes out. It's going to be a long wait until September. So we'll see what happens. The Vikings. I would expect maybe not some signings tomorrow, but perhaps some restructures to free up some room. But Keelan Cole still out there as well. The Vikings have shown interest in him, so I don't think they're done yet. But these next couple of moves may not be as sexy as the Patrick Peterson and the Tomlinson splash that they've already made. So that is your Minnesota Vikings free agency recap of day 3. I do expect things to slow down a little bit. I think there'll be some restructures and some signings down the road, but maybe nothing tomorrow. We'll see, though. I've been wrong pretty much this entire free agency so far. So why would that change now? So that's it. That's the day 3 recap, guys. Be sure to always keep your skull in your hole.